Am I live? Good high noon, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, got a mouthful of fish. All right. So how y'all doing today? Let's see. It is currently the 18th day of the year of the Lord, 2023, month of September. Man, this year is almost over. So did y'all get your Reese's peanut butter cups? Get ready for Halloween? Sit there, no kids come to the door, and you're sitting there watching a scary movie, eating all your Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Don't have no Reese's, but hey, that's coming. Excuse me. All right, before I do anything else, let's see. Good morning, Shift Kicker. Thank you for showing me out. Or good afternoon, should I say? Good afternoon, Ragnar. B. Charmin. Happy belated. Now, hopefully, you're able to see the birthday card I put up on my community page for you for the weekend. Chris Piat, how you doing? And I knew what you meant. High noon. That's what I was doing on high noon one. Because the East Coast, it is noon. It's lunchtime. That's why I'm having fish right now, because it's lunchtime somewhere in the world. Alrighty. So, how many of y'all ever really figured out that motivation was invented to get you to go to work? I'm pretty sure it was the liberals that invented it because they want to freaking tax the crap out of you. Prove me wrong. Yep. But I don't know. There's so much to report in the world today, but I'm not going to report on most of it. I know Japan had I think a 6.3 earthquake today. Some people are trying to insinuate that China's the one that instigated that earthquake. Okay. I don't know. If they're instigating that China created the earthquake in Japan this morning, and we know China steals all the freaking secrets from everybody else, to include the U.S., does that mean the U.S. has a system to create earthquakes? There's something to think about. Well, get my email open. I have no idea where anybody is at this morning. I know TH2 is probably working on his backyard. Life Furry's doing the Monday Mama thing. And, well, I do kind of know what went on crazy this weekend, but I probably won't see it till at least Wednesday. Maybe if we're looking tomorrow. No idea. And me, I am currently sitting in West Central Texas. It's 79 degrees, sunny. Expect to get it to about 93. Man, I can actually go outside and get a suntan without sweating 18 buckets of freaking sweat. And so you just never know what's going to go on here. I wasn't scheduled to do a live, but I was looking, I was like, where the hell is everybody on YouTube? Nobody was doing lives. All the videos mostly were all freaking last night. Sorry, I'm trying to type. Oh. No, how do you copy and paste? There you go. Yeah, I've had a half a cup of coffee this morning. And no, just to clarify, I did not step in any dookie this morning, unless you want to consider Monday being dookie. So, and actually been outside, open up the door, saw that it's nice, and the FedEx guy hasn't shown up yet. Yep. I ordered an air fryer / dehydrator / whatever else it does, rotisserie and all that other stuff. It's supposed to be coming today, so I'm keeping an eye on it. So I ain't doing nothing until it comes. So, but what else could be? Hey, Bushcraft, how you doing? Okay. I get my glasses because people are writing in the chat again. I'll move the chips away, so. They still got Walgreens? Oh my goodness. Be charming. If you're pulling supper out of the freezer and it's only lunchtime, yeah, you're ahead of the game. You're not late, darling. I'm just saying. So it was a powerful 6.3. I've not gotten any video yet. Of course, the news services are, they snag all the good stuff because people go to them and send them the videos so they can get paid. And they don't share the ones that they're gonna pay for. So when I make it first in the air fryer, well, the first thing I'm gonna do is check out the dehydrator. I'm gonna dehydrate, of course, jalapenos. Well, I'll be charming the way the 3-letter F blank A is doing it. We ain't gonna have no drugs anyway. So our pharmacies on the way out completely. Of course they're not. They still got to give out your the free Narcan to all the druggies. Well, they can't give insulin away to the people that have diabetes or, and all this other stuff, but they sure are going to give people that want to have recreational drugs and possibly freaking overdose. They're going to give them Narcan, which makes no freaking sense to me, but, hey. I think I complained enough and they saw my stream enough when I was freaking telling them when they had that one commercial where they had the mom My son overdosed. It's everybody's fault but his. They finally changed it, and the lady's on there now. Yeah, my son made bad decisions. Yeah, your son did make bad decisions. All it took was one freaking pill. Drugs kill people, especially when you're buying up in the street or you're using somebody else's prescription. That's where your name's not on it. Leave it alone. So, yeah, you really think about it. I take a baby aspirin every day. Well, what's that telling me? Ooh, baby. Yeah, my nickname's Baby. Yep. Yeah, that was that baby that died at the daycare from fentanyl exposure. Yep. The one place you would think would be safe for freaking children, especially toddlers, is the daycare. Well, scratch that. At home with their mom that's not doing drugs, or the dad, or any relative not doing drugs, don't have drugs in the house. That's probably the safest. Everything else isn't, but yeah, that's pretty. It hits your heartstrings. My baby was just a completely innocent bystander and all this shit. Hey, Ruben D, how you doing? Yep, me trying got it, baby. Baby aspirin. But, well, since Shift Kicker can't come up here, let's see if I can do this. We'll see what color this young gentleman is wearing today. Of course, on Friday, he was wearing red. And depending on how long he takes, he might be having to change this thing. But as good as weather he's probably having, he's probably busy. But I'll go ahead and throw it out there just in case. And of course, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Bushcrafty. He was streaming last night. Unfortunately, I started having internet problems because of that freaking solar mass ejection thing. I love the way they freaking do all the stories about it. Oh, yeah. Knocked out all freaking radio communications. I'm sorry, but my radio worked fine. I did not have any problems with my radio. I had problem with my internet, cable service. All right, Shift Kicker. Be safe. So, oh no, more and more shows I keep saying they talk about fentanyl. Okay, when are they going to make it illegal? Yeah. Oh, wait, it is illegal. Oh, really? Has anybody told the administration that? Yeah. I don't think these people know that. They're also doped up on it that they don't realize that they're doing something that's going to kill them all. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the news stream to load. So the Panhandle, Texas is going to have severe storms tonight. Then it moves on to my area, Dallas and all that tomorrow. Only golf ball size sale possible today, and tennis ball size tomorrow. So, and let's welcome the guy and see what color T-shirt he's wearing today. Hello, guy.
There.
Yeah. Okay. So
my
properly
alien beard.
equipped. Okay.
But I got my beard tucked away because I'm eating.
Hey, not a problem. It's lunchtime. You do what you need to do.
And it just started raining, which was weird.
Oh, wow. So
It's
perfect
sunny
timing.
as could be. And then I look out there again and I said, is that raindrops I see? Had to go get a closer look.
Yeah. Well, I think TH2 is doing the rain dance for you. But, and you know what song he's dancing to, too.
Thought I cut my beard off.
That's what it looked like.
I've learned to tuck my beard in when I'm eating now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so it's Monday, and we stepped into it, and yeah, for some reason, as much as you wipe, you can't get Monday off the bottom of your shoes. So, but Bushcrafty is eating right now. I'm glad you survived last night. Now that one game that I can't remember the name of the game, but that one game that you're playing last night.
Sunken Land.
Yeah. Does that have zombies or something in it?
Well, at the beginning, it has mutants.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it's like Waterworld.
Yeah.
But they call it Sunken Land.
Yeah.
You have to dive down under the water to loot stuff, and there's mutants. It's pretty much Waterworld.
Yeah. Well, let me find this. I gotta set my overlay. No, that's the background. Okay, about the border wall thing. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like when they finally reach the border wall. I'm telling you, right off the bat, that's how it's gonna look.
Well, did you see that they're just not opening the border anymore? They're driving trains in.
Yeah.
You see the full train cars full of immigrants coming in.
Yeah. They're trying to compete with India. You've seen the videos of how India's people jump on the trains. They're all over the freaking place trying to get from point A to point B. Yep. So, but yeah, that's kind of weird. Let's go back to Waterworld for a minute because this came to my forefront of my forehead when you said Waterworld. So what if all the polar ice caps melted and we found out everything didn't go underwater? Where's the rest of the water come from then? Okay, and then here's another one. What if the whole world does get covered up? Who's smart enough to build an ark? Because the last time we had all the world covered in water, you needed to be on an ark.
Yeah, in the movie, it wasn't all covered up. There were parts that there was land, but nobody ever heard of it. It was like,
yeah,
and that's what probably would have. I don't see that. That's very strange that the whole world would be completely covered that deep, because he went over like major cities. You can see everything being 500-600 feet deep, which is not that much, but some of the high places like Denver and stuff like that, you would think there would still be some land in places.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we have that much ice.
No, we really don't. But, the clickbaiters think we do.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of having a water world. Because global warming will melt all the ice.
Yep.
And it's happened before, and then we created the ice again. That's what the ice age was.
Yep.
And more than likely, that's what'll happen again.
Yep. Wait, we're making sense. Stop. It's Monday. No common sense on Monday. No. So
it's just like the seasons.
Yeah. So needless to say, if we were really going to drown because of all the ice melting, don't you think the first thing that any country, to include the United Narcissists, would probably say is, if you don't know how to swim, learn. Think about it. Why are you trying to survive if you don't know how to swim? I'd be going to YMCA taking free swimming lessons right now. I'd be
Yeah.
really worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I know how to
Remember
swim.
the little girl that didn't know how to swim.
Yep. And he did the right thing. Throw her ass in there. She's
Yep.
either gonna float or she's gonna sink.
That's how you learned back in the day.
Yep.
Nowadays, you go to YMCA. Is it YM?
Yeah, it's the YMCA.
Yeah. I don't know if they still call it that anymore.
Yeah, they still call it the YMCA. Young men's and women's. And there's more men there than women for some reason. And, well, we already know the reason, but don't be there at night. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Cable Car, I liked it. Hell, I'll even say I liked The Postman. So it was different.
Oh yeah, I love the movie.
Yeah. But the one I liked better was Zombieland because he mentioned that he met a certain person in the back of a FedEx truck, and
Yeah.
her name was Beverly Hills. As soon as I got that, I was rolling. I'll never forget that. Beverly Hills in the back of FedEx. Yeah. Yeah. What package did you get delivered? But anyway, on Waterworld, okay, we have one streamer, and I guess most of y'all in chat already know who this person is. Hey, Crazy. Good morning. I didn't want to bug you until you actually got up. So,
Hey, Crazy.
So whenever you're ready, if you can, come up. If you don't want to, understandable. Man, no, it wasn't Crazy Irish was talking about, but this one YouTuber, she's always talking about stay in the shallow end. Stay in the shallow end. Well, if we're in a water world, there ain't going to be no shallow end.
Nope.
So will all fairies drown? Will they mutate into mermaids? Okay. Yes, ma'am. I will look at Signal.
Could you?
Oh,
how long
okay.
could you float? How long can you stay floating in water?
Longer than the Titanic. I know that much.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't how long you could stay up is because you were going to freeze to death.
But will it really be cold?
Where the Titanic?
No, I'm talking about in the water.
Oh.
You're asking how long can you float?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if it was ice and all that, oh yeah. If you're wet, hypothermia will set in like probably within 6 hours, if not sooner, with the frigid air and water as it was.
Yeah. And poor Jack still couldn't fit on that big old board.
Yeah, it was a king size board, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at it, that's what happens nowadays. Yeah, king size bed, you're sharing it with your significant other, and they hog the bed, they hog the blankets. They basically end up getting kicked off, and you're jacked in the morning, and your hands there. Like, yeah, you know you're a goner. Or you got a lot of animals, and they take over the bed. They're like,
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but if I drown, who's going to feed y'all? That's what you tell your pets. So they're like, hey, he has a point there. Yep, Super Dave. That's what we were talking about. I would be more worried about rough waters, like the perfect storm. You got a hurricane and all that colliding, all that. That'd be, yeah, you probably wouldn't be floating very long. I don't care if you're a rescue swimmer for the Coast Guard or not. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it. You need to have one of those wetsuits to try to keep you dry, warm as much as possible, even though you're in water. Yeah. Me, I'm just gonna get one of those big inflatable clear balls, put myself in there and seal it up. You see them on movies on the beach where the guy's running or the girl's running and it's just rotating. You just get in one of those and let the water take you where you're going to go.
So
Hey,
the
good
shark,
morning,
shark
Margaret World.
goes up there and nibbles on your balloon.
So, but I don't know. But good things. DC would be under about 200 freaking miles of freaking water. You wouldn't have to worry about freaking paying taxes no more. B. Charman says you have strange bed partners. Well, I was kind of referring to Bushcraft because he's got, I don't know. It is Monday. It's been the weekend. The cats could have been busy. They brought in another neighborhood friend or something. So he's got a lot of cats, so. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't get his bed all to himself. So yeah, Chef Kicker, if you get a chance, check your email. I sent you the invite. And yes, crazy, I did read your message and understand. So, but I don't know. So, did you learn how to cook cube steaks?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
She does it like I do, though. I put it in the flour and in the egg mixture.
Yeah.
The seasoning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easier that way. Oh, and here I am telling her to check your email. She's already in backstage.
I was hanging back there when you said it. I'm like,
I know.
Right.
I just realized that too. Like,
check your backstage, dude. Yeah. I don't know how long I can stay up with y'all, but I got bow hunters that'll be coming in and anytime between now and noon. So
what kind of bows are they wearing? Is that rainbows or is it
compound and cross.
Okay. And why are they hunting for bows?
They're not hunting for bows; they're hunting deer.
No, you said
They're
they
my
were
bow hunters. Yeah,
That means they're hunting for bows.
It was a faux pas. Excuse me.
Oh, well, it is Monday, so we're not taking everything completely serious.
I stepped in that pile.
Yeah, look, CB Bush did not shave.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, he just had it tucked in his shirt so he could protect it from the food.
Yeah, especially soup. There's nothing like getting a
bowl
full of hair.
Yeah, I've got it. I could tell fall's coming like real quick because 2 days of growth of hair on my face, it starts itching. The only time mine ever itches is in fall. Winter, spring, summer, nope. But in fall, my face starts itching when I have a beard. So
I usually, if I, fresh shaven, the itching probably only lasts maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's usually just under here.
Yeah.
Under the chin.
Yeah, I hate that. That's the worst place to get it too.
Yeah.
So B. Charman is making cube steaks. Did you pound your meat before freaking dip it in the egg and then put in the flour and all that? Say, I usually, when I do that mixture concoction with the spice and all that, I usually dip about 3-4 times. I like to get the batter really thick on mine before.
TJ was really getting at it with that mallet.
Taking out the aggressions. Got to do
it. Yeah, Dave. I'm pretty sure it's probably because this is dried out. Everything's falling, and our humidity freaking is nowhere to be found in fall here. So no, it's not like
dirt. Only 67 here.
Oh, bite me.
It's hot here. It's 70.
No. Yeah, but you're misting.
Yeah.
So, we can all ask Bushcraft, play Misty for us. That's an old movie too, by the way. So she has a cuber, pounding meat days are over. You still got to get the cuber and pound the meat. Armadillo eggs to go on the smoker. Never had armadillo eggs, so I can't really say. I'm pretty sure Shift Kicker avoided the armadillos on the road, and Bushcraft might have had armadillos.
It's
Yeah,
not
and-
really armadillos.
No.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Nope. I even avoided the possum this morning. He climbed up in the tree and I took his picture.
No, you just couldn't pop a wheelie to drive up the tree. Go get him, huh?
No. I usually don't see him except for at night. You know, the possums around here. This one just happened to be strolling down the street as I was backing my car out.
There was one prepper that said that he would eat armadillo.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
you don't. No, you
There's
don't.
literally, from what I understand, because there was something on some documentary on weird foods that I watched. An armadillo has very little meat because it's mostly muscle, and the muscle is like stringy, icky, and you can't even chew it. That's from what they said.
You can get the plague from it.
Yeah, but I'm
Mhm.
just saying what they said is that it made no sense to even try an armadillo because it's mostly, muscly underneath all that hard shell and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I love horses, but if it was between eating an armadillo or eating a horse, I'm having me some horse. Yep, I'm having some horse steaks. So I heard that's pretty hard to chew on, also. But I'll leave the armadillos for the cats and the dogs.
I've heard of my grandpa talking about having to eat a mule
Hmm.
back in his day.
They ate back in his day.
When he was. This was like right
The depression.
1900s
Uh-huh.
because he was born in 89.
Yeah.
Well, was born, I guess. Yeah.
Hi, Ark.
Yeah, he was born in 89. So he said that his family had to eat the mule.
Mm-hmm. Now, believe it or not, they did do that back then. And if they had 2 meals in a day, they were middle class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If they had 2 meals, what? You still had water from the potato soup you made off that one potato?
Yeah, because the thing
Boiled
called
potatoes.
lunch was those rich people had those.
Yeah.
Like working in a coal mine, there was no lunch break.
Yeah. They weren't trading Lunchables at lunch. Let's just put it that way.
There was supper break.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to mention pinball real quick. I don't know if everybody in chat has been able to see his thing, but he was talking about the strike and the UA's workers. But a couple things he didn't cover is like, I guess the guy in charge of the strike group did an interview, and what they put from the interview is that he has a plan to ruin the economy for the companies. Well, guess what? The company's got a plan too. They're just going to move everything to Mexico. Then all you strikers aren't going to have a job. Where are you going to get your money? Where are you going to get your food? Where are you going to live? Hey, you know what? Move down to Mexico. You can get your job there.
Well, he actually said there he's the CEO. He's trying to decide if he wants to use the illegals coming over or robots.
Yeah.
So he has no. He didn't want to do any of the talks or anything like that.
Well,
You okay there?
well, as it is, who's really buying a $50,000 car that's worth $10,000 right now? I mean,
Right?
except for the college graduates that got all this credit and no freaking job
Yeah.
or money, you know. Yeah. Ooh, they forgave my freaking student loans. Ooh, I just got another $50,000 in credit. Yay. Let's go buy a freaking Mercedes.
I mean, it's ridiculous that the college is that expensive in the first place.
Yeah.
What? There's already somebody on my lap.
Hey, there's still room. You got one knee open. Yeah. I see Bushcraft's biggest nightmare for everything's going to crap. He's running down to his bunker and he's almost to the door and he sees the cats pushing the bunker door closed right on him. You're too late.
They wouldn't have anybody to cuddle with, and
Nah, they'd figure it out. It's like, look, I got one of his beard hairs. I'll cuddle with this. It's on the chair. I'll be fighting for the chair. I agree with you, Super Dave. But the biggest point is everybody wants something for nothing. They're talking about the VP and how she did her little speech this weekend, which was a joke. Why should somebody at McDonald's is flipping burgers and all they're doing is flipping bioengineered meat get paid the same as a brain surgeon? They could have fixed all this stuff way back then. They want everybody to get the same amount and earn. Everybody deserves the same thing. It's like, what land are they living in? You know which ones didn't go to Woodstock that were liberals and they just sat in the garage listening to the Jimi Hendrix album pretending they were at Woodstock? They did a little bit too much because it's showing now.
Yeah, you notice that they don't put the Burning Man thing. They don't put the aftermath. You remember Woodstock when they were complaining in the news about cleaning that up.
Yeah.
You should see the desert from there's RVs and things out there that got stuck and they just left them there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's trash. There's porta potties that were abandoned out there.
Yeah.
Just sitting out there.
Disgusting.
It's a mess, but it's not in the news like it was for the original Woodstock. Because nowadays everybody thinks when you talk about Woodstock, it's the one that was the recent one.
Yeah, the 2.0, which was a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just seeing the names on half the bands are there. Who are these people? I'm like, music? Do they play music?
There were some good bands, but not like the original. They said it was so unorganized compared to the first one. And the first one wasn't very organized at all, but it had a flow to it compared to.
Yeah.
There people didn't show up for the second one, and oh, what do we do? Well, you're supposed to plan for that.
You know, hey, you just shift them up. That's Shift Kicker. She'll tell you.
Right, sure.
So, how was your adventures at Walgreens? I'm surprised they still have Walgreens
Well,
anyway.
yeah, we have both Walgreens and CVS.
You didn't see them there, be charming?
No, nope. That's
My
everybody
oldest
always said
sister
I should
did.
have been born in that era because I always, even in the 80s, I was listening to the Doors and who's that?
Uh-huh.
Really? It's the Doors.
Yeah. And I have to laugh because I hear all these remakes of these bands making them, and I hear the younger kids, "Oh, that's an awesome song. It's a remake." No, it's not. I say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a remake." No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some talent. Actually create something. Hey, Lori's World.
Hello,
Hey, Lori.
World.
And like Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, how many
Yeah.
times that's been redone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just going to keep happening. You know,
Mhm.
the good songs are always going to be reproduced.
It's the ones where they try to change it, and then you try to sing along with it, and it's like they make it slower or they speed it up, and it's just you messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not right.
There's this guy and daughter that do a thing on TikTok, and he's actually a comedian. He does stand up and stuff, and he brought home combination unit, I guess I forget what they call them, where it has the cassette player, the AM FM,
Yeah.
and the record player. Well, and he got a record, and he told his daughter to play it, and she got the idea of putting it on there, and she said, "Oh, I've seen it from TV. You put the little pointy thing on there," and she put it on there, and it's not doing anything. And he's, well, you have to turn the power on. It doesn't come on itself.
Yeah.
And couldn't find it, and so that really big button, push it in, and it came on, and it still wasn't working. And so you have to select the record player, and she said cassette, AM, FM, phone. Is this Bluetooth? She said, and he had to tell her what the actual name for a record player was. A
Phonograph. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what short for that. So she hit that, and it started playing. Woo! And he said, turn the volume all the way down, and you could still hear the music playing. How is it doing that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
And she couldn't figure it out. It was like learning what a light switch is for the first time.
Well, good morning, Chickadoodle. I'll be over for the blueberry pancakes. And of course, the bacon. That's a given.
Chicken
It
noodle.
is coming down now.
Damn, you're 14. I think I was like 2 or 3 when the first Woodstock was around.
I don't know. I just know my older sister met my brother-in-law at Woodstock. Yep. And they're still together.
Uh-huh.
B, I thought you just turned 29.
She got a time machine.
Oh. What you doing?
Yeah, my kids are amazed at my freaking OP collection. They look at it as like, oh, I heard of this band. Yeah. That LP right there is older than you are. And then you go, really? It's like, yeah, you break it. Guess what's going to happen? Chicken Noodle, it definitely wasn't in 81, darling. Sorry. Young'uns. So nice to be able to say young'uns.
69, wasn't it?
So what? Yeah, 69.
69. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I was 9 when my sister was, Yeah.
Yeah, Beach Harmon has the T-shirt still, the poster. Probably still has the stick of stuff. You probably get the beads too, because they passed out beads. New Orleans stole that from Woodstock.
About the only T-shirt there would be is a very muddy one.
Yeah, that's usually the ones that the girls took off and they threw in the crowd, and somebody else picked it up. Hey, I understand that one, Beach Harmon. I was watching a show last night. I know it's from Netflix. I can't think of the name of the show right now. But there was a gaggle of women, and one of the ladies was like, yeah, I'm just amazed. And most people are trying to stay young, and I'm just blessed, and I'm enjoying getting old. Because most people don't get to become old. Everybody's young, but, they don't get to celebrate being old. So celebrate being older.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, Shit Kicker does it every day. She's vintage.
I am. I'm vintage, and that's okay.
Yeah. Well, at least you're not classic.
Not yet. Classy, sassy, but not classic.
Yeah. But of course, all the music from the 2020s will be classic here in another couple of years if we really look at it. So every generation that comes around is like, I can't believe they think 90s music's classic. I'm like, what?
I know.
Like, what? I wish they'd bring back the 60s, 70s clubs. Some places used to have clubs you go to now that played with 60s, 70s music. That was nice. You knew right off the bat you ain't going to have no, under 21 people trying to go in that club because they don't know how to dance, let alone know anything about the music. So it was just the appropriate age group. And you got to chill and do what you did back during those times, too. Hey, Lee. Oh, sure. The store. Lee freaking pulls out into the Atlantic and Lee shows up. I see how it is. Lee 2.0. Hey, Ashley Swag. Good morning.
Yeah, you hear about listening to the radio and them playing the oldies. And I thought it was, going to be 50s music. And here comes Bon Jovi. And I'm like, what? No, that's not oldies. Stop that.
No.
That's just the 80s music.
No. I don't know. I think we need just to take it over and set them right. I'm still amazed that rappers think they invented a new style of music, which they didn't. It was hip hop before rap. If you look at the Gap Band was freaking like one of the original ones that freaking did hip hop. And all rap did was make it a deeper bass and freaking speak the words just like everybody else. If you look at it, Jim Morrison could have probably started that way back when because he did a lot of just speaking with the music.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's how some of his, and it wasn't scripted.
Yeah.
Some of his poetry got blurted out before the song.
Yeah.
I just shared Miss Ashley out due to the fact she is going to be on my Women's Wednesday this week.
Yep.
So just so you know, I shared her channel out in your chat.
Like with Bobby, tried having a tea and tell you the 2000 rap is old school. Yeah.
Old school rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when the '80s when they say it started.
Yeah.
Um, that was and they technically had it before that too. I mean, Chris Kiss had a rap in one of their songs.
Yeah.
All hell's breaking loose,
Yep.
and that was before any of the rap started.
Yeah. And I don't know the background in that song, but I think the band was over at Gene Simmons' house. And Shannon Tweed and him got into it, and she was throwing dishes and shit, and they ended up writing that song while they're having a little fight in the dining room or whatever, because, all hell broke loose when she got pissed.
Yeah, I still remember a sweet hustler comes up to me walking down the street, minding my own business. He looks me up, he looks me down, and he said, "Hey man, what be this and what be that? And what do you got to look like that?"
Yeah.
That's where it comes into the music.
Yeah. Well, before this decade's over, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a song called Rap Star. And they're just going to steal it from the rock star song. They're going to have all these people, I want to be a rap star. No. Sorry. And everybody had the Eminem phase, but, I still think the Beastie Boys were probably one of the first white boy rapper groups out there next to the Clash.
Oh, Beastie Boys was awesome.
Yeah. But,
Hey guys, I gotta jump down. My deer hunters just came in, pulled them into the driveway. It's time to feed them so they can go back out.
Don't break your ankles.
yeah, give them Spam. That'll motivate them.
No, they're getting spaghetti today. They had sloppy joes yesterday, and I turned it into spaghetti. So
You should have made it Spam. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what motivates
All
a deer hunter more, wanting real meat.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. You notice how everywhere it's even on the news now about spam.
Yeah.
And I actually broke the story over on Bigfoot's.
Yeah. Yeah, I never worried about that to recall there, Be Charming, because I don't buy Spam. I think the last time I had Spam was the first time I had Spam, and I think I was like 7. My mom fried it, and I'm like, no. Took one bite, and when she was looking, I spit it in the trash. And, oh, that was good, Mom. Thanks. Okay, I'm going out to play again. Starved till dinner time.
I still have some that I was going to make a video with, and it's still sitting in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah. Hell, even the potted meat's not the same anymore.
Oh, I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, I used to get those little cans of potted meat and make a quick sandwich every once in a while when I was in a rush. And you can't do that now. You open it up, it's like Spam. You get the gel in there, and it's, I don't know.
And I keep looking for things that's going on over there in the news, and it hasn't broke yet.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting.
Well, I'm going to let you know we're in World War III. As I was told on YouTube, we're in World War III.
Oh, still?
Yeah. That's pretty good. We're like on year 3, year 4, and
eventually he's gonna get it right.
Yeah, but then 1 out of 800 freaking attempts.
Yeah,
his averages are going
down. I told you.
Yeah. Be Charming doesn't do potted meat. So her little brother loved that crap. Well, back in the 70s, it was pretty decent.
Oh,
now,
yeah, good.
Now it's like, They took all the real meat out and they put all that other stuff in it.
There's more fat and preservatives now.
Yeah. Even what was that? The deviled ham, devil witch or whatever.
Oh yeah.
All that's changed too. I bought a couple of cans just to see and opened them up. It's like, nope, straight to
Huh.
the trash.
Homemade apple crisp. That sounds good.
hmm Yeah, that's why I'm going over for breakfast. I'm gonna have blueberry pancakes and bacon, and take me a long nap away for apple crisp tonight. Chicken Noodle doesn't realize she keeps cooking good. I'm not gonna have her leave. Her husband's gonna be like, "Hey, when do I get my recliner back?" Shh, we're the host. Yeah, the double ham was good way back when, but now, I wouldn't recommend it. As I opened it up and I just cracked it open and it smelled funky. And I opened it all the way and I saw like gel stuff like Spam hands. Like, nope, never again, never more.
Well, technically, that gel stuff used to be good for you.
Yeah.
For your joints and stuff, but now it's so loaded with preservatives.
Yeah.
Probably not. Because it was, I can't remember what they called it from the meat.
Yeah. The fat.
There's already somebody up here. Hi.
Chef Kicker says, no deer since Sunday. They are starving. Well, it's only Monday. They can't be that starving. Come on, real hunters taking MRE out there with them so they don't starve. Actually, the real ones take it so they can get the ground coffee in the packets and eat the M&Ms. And depending if they get the cheese or the peanut butter with the crackers, if they're going to eat it. So everything else they use for bait.
There's already somebody up here.
Like first, listening while she does the do's. Hello. Okay, today is Mama Mondays. You know you're not supposed to have any to-dos on Mama Mondays. Except playing with your paintbrushes like. And we already talked about you. Hey, there's TJ. Speaking of which, we talked about you too, TJ.
Yeah, we're already talking about how you were beating the crap out of that meat.
Yeah. Lake Prairie's got stumplings, and TJ's got cubicles, as we'll call it. Cubies. Hey, Rajan. Hey, Philip Wire, welcome. Jelly beef sandwich. Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, that's nothing better than watching TJ cooks in the morning, beating her meat. Just saying, hey, it's Monday. Everything's going to be off the wall. So, but.
And you should have turned the smell-o-vision on, though.
If we had smell-o-vision, I probably don't know if I would really use it or not. I'm kind of leery about that one.
Well, the cube steak? Oh, that smelled really good.
Yeah, kind of leery because some people like to mute a lot when they're streaming. And you sometimes wonder why they're muting. Not talking about you, crazy. We know you mute a lot because you always got phone calls. Yeah.
Trying
to see. Oh, where's my overlay at? Damn it.
There used to have these birthday cards or something. I can't remember what it was.
Uh-huh.
If it was a birthday card or a Halloween card or something, but it had bad smells instead of good smells.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what that was.
I remember. And yes, TJ, that is zombies, and that's what happens when you eat spam. And you disregarded the recall on spam.
And we will make
Oh.
America great again.
Well, whoever Ashley Swag Farm is.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ashley.
Thanks for subscribing.
You're getting buffering. That's on your side, TJ. Yeah. Northeast is, I guess, getting pounded with that wind.
Let me see.
Or the remnants of the CME. Hey, Jeremy. Welcome. Good afternoon.
It's very, very seldom I get buffering. If I get buffering, then it's the platform.
Yeah. I'm looking at both mine, and everything's running fine on mine. Of course, all weekend it didn't. So we had so many outages here because of all the storms we had. It's like,
Yeah, I had friends in Connecticut. They lost power. They had because they have for the community they're in, they have 7 days to die servers,
yeah,
and they were out of power, and they're still running the servers because they had battery backups for the servers. And they said, well, everybody, I'd plan to get off the server in about an hour because that's about all the battery we have. And let's see.
We got one more Harvest Spoon for the end of the year.
So they got it back today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at everybody's complaining about the buffering, and all y'all are on the East Coast, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm on the East Coast, but I'm
you're a little bit away from it.
I'm on a much better connection than most people because, gaming.
He's in his bunker, people.
I have 500 megabyte download.
Yeah. All right, Lake, we see how you are. And Lake, just to let you know, Waterworld, yeah, there's no shallow end, so you're going to drown or the piranhas are going to get you. Who's this beauty coming up? Not to see big old smile. Come on, smile. You can do it. Stop sticking your tongue out at me. I can't believe that.
I am not sticking my tongue out.
Oh, we know
I
that.
can.
I knew I could get you to do it. Congratulations. You got what?
I was just gonna say I'm still in my doggone pajamas.
You are?
Yep.
Well, there's no reason to change. It's a zombie apocalypse behind you.
I see that.
Yeah. Did you take that from Fallout? I'm just playing. I know it's sad. I've never seen that in Fallout. At least not that way.
Well, that's
Hey,
Fallout,
morning, Moonlight.
Fallout Part 5.
Yeah.
Hey, Moonlight Gypsy.
Yeah. Moonlight's got chickens that won't sleep in the hen house. They all sleep on top of the hen house, and they all sleep in the trees.
Yeah, they like to roost.
Mm.
Yeah.
When I had my chickens, I put wood up across for them to roost on, and that's where they stayed.
Yeah. And for those of you in chat that never been to Canada, and y'all think Canada is flat, y'all need to go check out Lori's World's video she dropped this weekend. They're just driving around. You can see the mountains and everything. It's really, really nice. I'm like, damn. Maybe want to go to Canada just to do a drive. Forget about the.
Canada's too cold. I ain't going to no Canada.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't cold where she's at.
Yeah, there's parts that don't get. They can grow food pretty much all year round.
Yes, be charming. I know Canada's not flat, but you got those earthers out there that think the world is flat too, so they think Canada's flat. The only place I've been this flat is I think it's Kansas, if I remember correctly. Now that's flat.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lazarick.
Great.
And
Laura, we'll just fact checked bushcraft.
half of Wyoming. Yeah, I always hated traveling through, one part of Wyoming because it was so boring. It's just nothing out there.
Yeah.
And then find out there's another version of Wyoming that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's parts of West Texas that you start driving, you see like something in the distance looks like an anthill. It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna change. And you get to it, and then it's still no.
yeah. I remember as a kid, me and my dad were hitchhiking, and we started off on the west side, and we was in the back of a truck, and I thought there was mountains. I could see the mountains because I was sick of the desert stuff, so I was ready to see green and all that. And I got all excited because I could see mountains, and it was a storm.
Shift kicker, I am working on it. It's just not easy. It's not easy, y'all.
Yeah, she ain't doing it cold turkey. Cold turkey's too hard.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't like me at all.
Yeah, TJ's got to invent freeze dried, quit smoking. Maybe that'll work. So my future daughter-in-law mentioned yesterday when I dropped by their house, that she's really worried about all the stuff she's hearing. And I was like, about what? And I was like, oh, all the bioengineered, all this stuff we've been talking about for years.
Mm-hmm.
She's finally getting into it. It's like, yeah, we're going to start eating healthy. I'm going to start growing this. It's like, well, good. Hopefully you make time to do it because, that takes time. And with you doing your RN studies, yeah, you're not going to have very much time right now. So we're not going to go out to eat. We're not going to do this. So it's like, oh, that's good. So they're sitting down eating. What are they eating? Hot dogs. I thought you were going to start eating healthy. Hot dogs are not good for you.
The original bio ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, we've been eating this for years. They just made it a law that they have to advertise that it's bioengineered.
Mm-hmm. So she was looking into a butcher to try to buy a cow. An eighth of a cow is about $380 right now. An eighth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
About a year and a half ago, you could pay $500. You're getting half a cow.
Yeah, I was going to say you almost get a whole cow.
Yep.
Depending.
And then I had to laugh at him. It was like, you're going to buy a cow. Where are you going to put it? You ain't got no freezer.
half a cow is a lot of meat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Plus you it depends if you get the extras too, because you believe it or not, there is a lot of fat on a cow that they trim off.
Yeah.
And that stuff is like gold. You make soap and of course fat from it.
Yeah.
Big Charmin says their Sam's Club has been out of butter for over a month.
Yeah. It might be a particular brand or something. I know they get it like a golden something, another brand that they purchase. I can't say. Oh, I want to say like Golden Harvest or something butter, but I don't think that's the name of it. It's Golden something or another. But
You can't believe it's not butter.
you know,
You guys, I worked so hard yesterday that I am just beat today. I can't get myself together.
yeah, today's Mama's Monday. That means Mama takes off. Nobody bugs Mama to do anything. Mamas get Mondays. TJ's kind of grilling and is like, hey, I like that idea. I've been pushing down Lake Prairie. Just all she does is paint and relax, and she won't do it. She's doing laundry right now. She's probably folding her towels again.
She's doing actually. I just got off the phone with her. That's how come we both came up. Got in chats at the same time.
Yeah.
And she's actually doing a little bit of everything so she can get a little more caught up.
Well, you know what? She's never going to get caught up because the moment she gets caught up, she's got to start the list all over again. So you know what? You're going to do it. Do it once a week.
She got that list thing from me. I've been pushing her into doing it a certain way so she can get a schedule down packed so she's not working herself to death.
Okay, thank you, B. Yep, Kerrygold. Uh-huh. But
I've never had that.
she's just addicted to stress. I'm going to say it here, like, yep, and you're going to go over there and get your, I am not, yep, you're addicted to stress. When you don't have stress, you don't know what to do to relax unless you got a paintbrush in your hand. I'll say it.
That reminds me, somebody asked me, I can't remember if it was in my comments or if it was one of y'all's lives, or somebody asked me if I was still painting. Yes. I didn't get to answer it at the time. I don't remember why, but
it was on Lakes when she was doing her painting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody asked you then.
Okay, but yes, I am still painting.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose Young, for a cow, you don't have to find people. If you have a butchery or you have a rancher there that does it, he'll have a list of people. And, if you want to go into to buy a purchase of a cow, they'll list it down and say what you got.
Life with Bobby, I have the same exact problem. Heck yeah, Lake. I want Lake to do a live, and I've mentioned to her this several times. So listen up, girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you again.
We're calling you out.
I want her to do a live where we can come up on panel and paint with her. She tells us what to paint, and we paint it. I want to do that.
And I know some of you ladies in chat, you're like, no, we need like a male model. Take off his robe and sit there, and everybody else on the panel paint him.
It'd have to be a sexy one.
Yeah. Wow, I was going to say the first one we'll have to do is Bigfoot. I think he's shy. I don't think he'll take off his T-shirt.
All you got to do is paint a big glob of hair, right? Bigfoot.
And I remember, like, she said it, I didn't.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to pick on Bigfoot because, he's lurking. He's just not.
No, he's at work, I think.
Yeah, he still lurks when he's at work.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. No, I couldn't be a model. All you got to do is draw a circle and put some eyes on it, and there you go. That's me. That's too easy. The stream would only last like 3 minutes.
Moonlight says she has no desire to paint a naked man.
Well, I didn't say he was naked. I just said he'd take off his robe.
What if it was a sexy man with a hot body? And
Yeah, we can see where Moonlight Gypsy's mind is. Automatically went to a naked man.
Yeah. I just said take off a robe. Just because he take off the robe doesn't mean he's naked. He got swimming trunks on. Okay, we'll get the guy from Magic Mike. I can't remember the actor's name.
Okay, Chicken Noodle. She said she found the Fly Lady on YouTube years ago, and I follow her system for keeping up with the house. She's a Christian and a fellow prepper, and it's funny because she follows pinball.
Yeah. Yep. No.
Yes, I
So
think.
you still got some chicken left, TJ?
Yeah.
No, I figured
My
your boys
son-
would have destroyed that chicken by then.
My oldest son was getting ready for work yesterday while I was trying to do those videos, and he come in there to fix a plate of food for work, and he took, I swear it looked like half of the doggone chicken.
Yep.
I'm like, Steven, that's a lot of chicken. He said, but it's good. I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna save some for everybody else.
I like when TJ goes through the house and everything, and everybody just like pays her no mind.
Yeah.
Well, she's recording again, go about their business. Everybody
Yeah,
else goes and hides from the camera.
Yeah, when my son's friends are over, you'll see them actually sometimes doing that.
Yeah.
They've gotten so used to it; it's like a part of the daily routine, you know.
Yeah. So you gonna be able to go help Rose Young out there, TJ?
Help her out. I mean, like go to her house and help her.
She said, Lake Prairie and TJ, do you paint walls? I could use some help.
Yeah, I read that, but
yeah, she knows two girls that do. Mischief and Mayhem will go over there and paint the walls.
oh my goodness, you'd be in trouble then. You'd be in a lot of trouble, Mrs. Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those of y'all do not know what we're talking about. Lake Fairy and I have little
Alter egos,
and sometimes we'll do videos on them. We haven't done it in a while, but yeah.
So is that the donkey that Lake was the other day?
I saw that.
I think that was just a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
You never know, you know.
Oh my goodness!
I can see that. Mischief and Mayhem Productions, and y'all do a video.
You know, we have talked before about doing a channel just with Mischief and Mayhem. I swear to y'all, if we lived close to each other, oh my goodness, it would be insane.
But you live next to each other. You're both on the East Coast.
Oh, that was a cow? I didn't know that was a
I
cow.
think we live like 16 hours apart.
Okay, think about this, TJ. I'm in Texas. It takes 2 days to cross Texas. You can make it there in a day to visit. Y'all are neighbors compared to me having anybody near me.
Who's going to drive them?
Yeah, TJ, you got your convertible Mustang. You make it there in like 2 hours.
I meant Texas. Who's doing the driving to get through Texas in 2 days?
That's just the normal drive time, with the speed limit being 75. Think about it.
Your speed limit 75.
Yep. But now they changed the law where weather conditions, it has drops down. They won't even tell you. But you just got to realize if it's storming and really hard to see, 55 is going to be the max temperature. I can see a lot of people getting tickets.
If it's raining real heavy, I don't go that fast anyway. And if it's raining like super heavy, I will pull off the interstate under a bridge or something.
Oh, you're one of those people. Oh, okay.
And I won't be the only one. It'd be like everybody is doing it.
I know everybody's fighting to get under. Like, did you check the weather before you went out?
There was one time we had went to Florida, and I had worked all night the night before, and it was because someone was ill in our family. My husband took his truck. I took my car. My daddy rode with my husband. My mama rode with me, and we was going through Atlanta, and a storm followed us all the way to Florida.
Mhm.
And it was raining so hard, the windshield wipers was doing no good.
No.
And it was the big giant raindrops. I'll never forget that. We just kept having to pull over and pull over and pull over. It took us forever to get there.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
only reason I would pull over is just because if I had bad tires. Usually, if the tires are good, I've drove through some really flooded roads before, and
Well, I can't do that in a Mustang. No, when the weather's really bad and or if there's snow, whatever, we usually will take my husband's truck places because we can weigh the truck down in the back and it helps with
Yeah.
traction and all that stuff. I can't count how many doggone sandbags we bought when we were living in Illinois.
I was gonna say, are you really worried about that weighing the back end down there?
Sometimes, yeah, because we get a different snow than you guys. Ours is wet, so it'll snow all day, even though it's not a whole lot. It just a little bit, a couple of inches. At
Yep.
that night, it's going to freeze into a
Yeah.
solid sheet of ice
No.
Yeah,
because it's so moist.
Be ready for it. That's
we
what's
get
gonna happen this winter.
we get the snow and then the rain and then it freezes and then we get snow on top of it.
Yep.
Yep. And then you got the people like, oh yeah, I can go out there. It's not that bad. It's just snow. No. Next
Yeah,
thing you
they
know, they're
have-
waiting for a tow truck for 6 hours because they hit that ice.
Yeah, and then the school gets mad. Oh, your kids aren't here, and I said, yeah, because I live on a hill, and if I go out, I'm sliding down that hill, and I said I like my kids breathing.
You know?
What do you mean, be charming? Those drivers aren't really
Because-
Florida drivers.
We have Floridian drivers drive golf carts. As soon as you put that, that's the first thing I thought of. Yeah, that's right, because Floridians drive golf carts.
But if you're talking about pulling over when it storms, I'm from Florida. We've always done that.
Yep. I don't know. Next time it rains and floods here real bad, I'm going to go out just to film so you can see all the cars floating with all the out-of-state license plates.
Well, in your area, that they got the tornado belt,
Yep.
and they tell you not to park under a overpass because it's
Yep.
more dangerous.
Yep.
I never understood that too much though.
Yeah,
It's
because
the way the wind whips through there.
Yeah, but
it could collapse the underpass. I've seen underpass collapse because of a tornado too.
Yeah.
but it's like be out in the tornado or be under an overpass. Which one?
Neither
would you
one. You're
pick?
supposed to be in a ditch covering the
You-
back of your head.
You're screwed either way.
Life with Bobby, I have a lot of cousins in Jacksonville, a lot of aunts and uncles, and yeah.
Well, Moonlight says it's against the law now to drive with your flashers during a storm. Now, I get it if it's like the volunteer fire department trying to go and they're running their lights, they're running their emergency flashers, but
I didn't.
yeah, normal people are trying to do it just to say, get the hell out of the way, I'm trying to go. I'm like, no. I'm pushing you to the side of the road.
What do you have a hazards lights for? If you can't use it for a hazard.
Yeah, well, it was meant for when they're broken down, not
Yeah.
driving. So,
Well, if you have an emergency and you're trying to get to a hospital or something, they tell you to use your hazard lights because that tells Popo that you're just not speeding down the road.
mhm.
because my son had fell off of a sled,
Mm-hmm.
and I was hauling. I was going up over curbs and stuff, and there's a dang sheriff in front of me, going real slow from the light. I went up over the curb, went past him, and he was pulling me over. And I told him, I said, it's emergency. And he said, turn your damn hazards on. And he went in front of me, and we went and drove to the hospital.
Yeah. Yep. Next house I have built, my bunker's going to be underneath the house. Why run out of the house? I mean, I understand if you were to get the
Yeah.
house built and you get a bunker and put it in for tornado and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have a house built and you live in Tornado Alley, have it built inside the house. It's quicker to go to a different room in the house, go into your shelter, shut it. Yeah, the house could collapse on top of it, but there's ways, you could activate a signal for the emergency crew that knows that, if it's activated, somebody's in that shelter. They do have devices like that, so you got to think about it.
Yeah, and I see a lot of times people will have these tornado thingies,
Mm-hmm.
one way in, one way out.
Yep.
They have no other way. And tornadoes, it tosses junk around. So
Yep.
what happens if it blocks that door?
Yep.
I think there should be like a hatch or something up top, or to where you can get out, or another way out. So
Yep.
I just seen somebody have one built, and it's just one door.
Yep. And that's ridiculous too, because for one, you need a secondary because you don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Two, a lot of the people that get these storm shelters, as I'll call them, they don't take care of them. It's like a house.
Oh, yeah.
You got to update stuff all the time on them. Because I've seen
Especially
so many people trying to sell them that the water seeps in, and you got 3
the
feet of
ones
water
that
in
are
there when you
underground.
need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you got to do. It's not as much as a house, but, you got to keep the ground and all that other stuff taken care of. So,
Yeah, and the people who build them for you, you tell them where you want it, and they don't tell you, oh, that's a low area, so it's going to flood. They just
Mhm.
build it because it's
Yep.
what the customer wanted.
Yeah. And that's why I want to build inside a hillside.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, TJ Kratz.
Yep.
Says when you put one in, you have to register them with the county so they know where to find you after the storm.
Yep. And that's why if you got the beacons also, some of the, like the fire department and all that will tell you, you get the radio thing, put it on this so a beacon go off so they know that somebody's in there when the storm got activated.
Peppy Two Bears. That's Says yep. Even a woodchuck knows enough to make a back door.
Yep. See, and that's why if you have it inside the house, of course you're gonna have access on the outside of the house too. So now you got 2 ways to get in that bunker.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab some water.
Yep.
Yeah, if you see the when it was popular to have bunkers and stuff,
Yeah.
which I'm surprised that there ain't shows right now about it, but they would have your main where you come in, and then you have little tunnels that would go out for a backup.
Yep.
And majority of the time is if somebody was banging at your door, you could go through the tunnels and come up another section and get them from behind.
Yeah.
But it has other purposes for a bunker.
Yeah. Somebody win the lottery and start a company called Backdoor Bunkers. There you go.
Well, there's still a lot of people building them, and unfortunately, I don't understand people I mean, I don't know where they live or anything, but there's ways to find that out. This one guy had this bunker, and he would access it through his garage.
Yeah.
He had it dug down to where he'd go through the garage and into it, which was in the backyard.
Yeah.
And he had a gun range inside of it.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
he was showing all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't. People figure out where you live.
Yeah. I don't know. Nowadays, they push the nuclear. You're gonna have to live down there for a year or more. I don't like. No, if you're gonna survive a nuclear thing, you'll be down there longer than a year.
10 years at least.
Yeah, and the radiation fallout and everything else. Yeah, you ain't gonna come up unless you invest some money in the suits and everything else and a way to get that out of Dodge. So,
Yep.
Just look at Chernobyl.
yep. Well, that was what 30 years ago.
Something like
Okay.
that.
It's been longer than that. What that happened in the 80s, right? That's like 50 years.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Wait a minute, TJ.
What year were
80s
you
is
born,
not
TJ?
50 years ago.
Huh?
80s is not 50 years ago.
About 40. She's doing that Georgia roundabout math. If it's more than 0.5, then you round
I'm
up.
rounding it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, Lori's World. If someone is making threatening videos and they know where you live, what do you do? Pretty much ignore them. To be honest with you, the likelihood of them now, I had to do something. I had to take care of something similar to that. I went to my local police station, and I talked to them and let them know that I am a YouTuber, an influencer, and this is happening. And what happens if somebody shows up at my house and
orders you pizza?
Yeah, I've had that happen. They ordered pizza and delivered it to my house. I don't worry about it, to be honest with you, because the likelihood of them showing up is crazy, because they probably live 2, 3, 4 states from you. But you can always go talk to your local police station.
Yep, I've got an open case still. So anything that comes my way, I turn it over to them.
Yeah.
That way they have records of it.
Yep.
Because I actually got that letter that was, the serial killer type stuff that was sent to me.
They live in the U.S.
They cut out the letters of a magazine and spell it out on a piece of paper. And I was like, let's go to the police department.
Pappy Two Bears.
Yeah, it could be a little smelly situation.
Me too, TJ. Cats. That's what I was told also. Of course,
yeah.
I live in Georgia. You can do that.
Yeah, and everybody should already know that you already have those things. So why would you want to show up like that?
Yeah. A lot of the people that are doing things like that and threatening, they just want to see you scared and nervous, and they want you off of YouTube. Don't give in to it at all. Just don't worry about it, to be honest with you.
Dun, dun, dun. I haven't kept up. Since I think January or February was the last time I did it. But how many TikTok and YouTubers have been murdered?
You're right. Like, usually it's just a scare tactic. But if you look at the girls that have been murdered, I don't know a way to say this and it sound good. They were all like makeup influencers. They're really pretty girls.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gorgeous too, but I'm just kidding, y'all. There was other motives there, is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Yeah, the one that gets me is the ones that are pressured into deleting themselves.
Yeah.
Because I even posted about it, and I actually got that was my first warning, and I'm like, it's not I'm encouraging it or anything. I just want to bring awareness to it.
Yeah. Well, they don't want you to keep people from doing it because they don't want us around to start with.
It's ridiculous. I ended up getting it overturned, but it should never even been a thing.
Lori's World, sweetheart, I have been there too many times to count.
Yeah.
You have to, in your mind, you have to come to that point to where you're like, I don't give a, you know what, of what whoever says. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to just keep going. So that's where I'm at now.
Don't let them win.
Right. You literally have to push all that to the side because it doesn't matter. You're always going to have haters no matter what you do, no matter what you do.
Oh,
And
I've got
all
a
of
good
us have to
one.
deal with it.
I'll be up at 101s and she or another channel, and I get called Satan and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She does not like me at all. I get a kick out of it though.
Lori's World, no, I would not call them out. Just let them do what they do and just keep going and doing your thing.
Ignore them. Eventually, everybody watching is going to get tired of the crap too and leave them. And
yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to have all these followers.
Just keep doing what you do and just pay no attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. Some people do hate you, like the pest control people. You pesky bees are bothering them while they're trying to kill the other relative insects. Yeah, think about
and
it.
Especially if you're a Christian and you voice it in any kind of way, because that's when you're going to have the real haters come out. And you know why? It's because your faith in God irritates their demons.
Yep. And that's why I always say eat bacon. That way their demons don't have a place to go. They can't be with those demons that jump into the pig and then jump off the freaking cliff. Because there ain't no pigs around for them to freaking go into.
Yeah, I got called a holy roller for saying God bless at the end of my videos.
Holy roller.
Yeah. I've seen a lot more definition than just saying God bless. They get into it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
There's so many people out there now that just they so do not believe in God, and if you mention it, they get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, Lori, you got to remember the only thing they're trying to do is get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
Then they think it's funny and they'll go back, hey, look, I did this.
Lori's World, yes, it is hurtful. Some of the things that they'll say and do is very, very hurtful. But I've been, the videos that has been made about me and Lake were so grungy and disgusting, where one of us was referred to a pile of poop and the other one was referred to a dumpster. Things like that. And at the time, it hurt really bad, but I'm done with it. I don't care what they do or say or anything like that anymore. I do not entertain their videos. I do not go to see what they're talking about because I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Vengeance is the Lord. You just leave it with the Lord. He's got this.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It sounds like you stepped in it this morning too, TJ.
Step in what? What?
Oh, you didn't see my mem for the start of the stream.
Oh.
I stepped in the pile of Monday.
Oh.
TH2 was thinking it was a pile of poop, but no, it wasn't a pile of poop. It's called Monday. We have a name for it. No, still trying to find the relatives through DNA that developed the word Monday because I think they need to be tar and feathered. And the biggest thing, like says, documentate. Documentate. Best way to do it is with law enforcement. But I'm going to let you know, too, on the law enforcement side, half the time they're like, oh, another YouTuber complaining about somebody, huh?
Yeah.
But they get so many of them. That's the whole thing.
Well,
They
I was
still have
lucky.
Go
I
ahead.
was very lucky when I went to my police station. The police officer that I talked to, he also has a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
but it was a small channel, so he wasn't familiar with haters yet.
Oh wow! I figured.
So I got to school
figured he
him on
would.
that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah. He's in a bad position being law enforcement, especially if he lets them know on YouTube he's in law enforcement.
Yeah.
He'll get it worse than the Christians do. So he'll get everything that he's never done. Why did I get a parking ticket? I don't write parking tickets, lady.
So I'm tired, y'all.
Yeah, same here.
I had a bad night of sleep. I kept waking up, and then the last time I woke up, it was because of a nightmare,
Oh,
in which I need to talk to you about bushcraft.
dun dun dun.
I called Blake and told her about it, and she's like,
She had nightmares after being on your thing last night.
"No."
Yeah, like
Those
Blake
mutants.
says, document everything. That's what I do. If I get something, no matter if I think it's piddly little thing, I take it down. And they got a new lady at the desk, but the older lady, when she's there, oh, you get in some trouble with YouTubers again. Yeah, and I'll hand it off, and they document it and everything.
Yeah.
And they tell me it doesn't make difference what it is. Bring it down. That way, it's signed into evidence and it's there.
Yeah. So all you people out there that are the haters and you're listening, we're doing things behind the scenes that if you were to do anything, you're going to be in a lot of freaking trouble because everything's being documented through the law.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you said, everything you've done, they have your videos that you've made of us. All the threats.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. That's why you don't respond to them. Let them be the ones doing it. You document that and record it, and you have no response. You just so they can't ever throw anything at you if
Right.
it ever goes to court. So
Yep.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have made the video I did. The first one didn't come out right at all because I basically wanted to tell everybody that it was more for the viewers because I didn't want them to have to feel pressured to.
That video was fine.
Yeah. Well, some took it the wrong way, and so I had to clarify it. I just didn't want people feeling they had to be here or be somewhere else. You should never have to
Right.
pick where you go.
Yeah.
And that's the joy of YouTube. You can go back and watch it again.
Yep. And that's why I have a external drive that I put all my YouTube stuff on.
Oh, I could never do that. I forget how much I'm at over there.
Because after you max out the cloud, then you got to pay. It gets pricey. It's just easier to have external.
Be charming. The only time slots I'm worried about now is my little circle of friends. And my little circle of friends know who they are, so I ain't
Yeah,
worried
I
about
never have to worry about it. Worst comes worst, I'll just start going back on at 6 o'clock in the morning. I know TJ ain't freaking doing no stream at 6 in the morning.
What? I was reading. What?
Now, it says I never have to worry about it because the worst comes worst, I'll start doing my live streams at 6 in the morning. And I know you ain't up streaming at no 6 o'clock in the morning, so I don't have to worry about you.
Oh.
I don't think nobody but me. Well, Crazy used to, and Crazy DF that early in the morning, but well, of course, today's a little different. I was looking and looking. It's like, where is everybody? Why isn't there nobody? It's like, okay.
Good morning, TH2.
So you mean you have to go where you want? What? Hey, you do that every day, TH. You go in the backyard. TJ keeps reading, and I think she's frozen. Every time she's looking, she doesn't even move her eyes.
I'm thinking about each comment.
Yeah.
Every time I read one, I'm like,
Yeah, I know why your arms are tired.
why? Beating my man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, check out TJ's last video.
Look at Lake's comment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice. Laundry done.
No, you didn't go in Allie's room. No. Dun, dun, dun.
I have one load that I need to do, and that's it.
Yeah, so do I.
Not me. I got 1 cup and 2 utensils for dishes, so I'm good on that too.
Since it's raining, now I have to focus doing something else. So might have to do stuff in the house.
I don't want to do nothing. I need to take all that stuff that I'm going to donate. I need to take it somewhere, and I just don't doggone feel like it.
Well, they used to come to your house and pick it up.
Yeah, it just depends on how much you got. You got a lot?
Yeah. I got rid of like 3/4 of my Christmas decorations.
I don't know if they even do that anymore, though.
Yeah, they still do.
Do they?
Yeah, but you have to have so much. They're not going to go out there just for, a brown paper bag full of clothes or something. You got to have quite a bit. Say like 2-3 contractor bags of clothes, maybe a chair or something. No bedding. They won't take beds.
No.
The bed bugs.
Bigfoot liked when I was getting killed over and over again.
Boy, Charlie was watching you really close. He goes, I don't know if I like this game or not. That's why he was watching.
Oh,
He wanted to know if he wanted to play it. Because I had
Yeah,
told him the other day.
I'm
Do
at a
what?
stage though that they attack quite a bit, which
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. I think I build up too quick. Because I've watched other people that are on like day 50, and they'll go 3-4 episodes, and I don't even see anybody attack, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And that was my idea. I was like, well, because you're supposed to build on the starting island, and then go out and do stuff, and then they attack the island. Well, I'll knock this out. I'll just build out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. That way they won't attack. That didn't work.
Super Dave, I have done that before, and usually it doesn't work for us for some reason. Charlie said it was like one time we actually got to benefited from it. So this time I'm just taking stuff down there as I go through everything.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot. I have donated a lot of stuff. I'm going through everything. I was wanting out of my house, out of my way, so I have more room to store food and toilet paper and paper
Yeah.
towels.
What?
Yep.
If you grew corn, you wouldn't have to get toilet paper. Just saying.
I'm not wiping my butt with husks.
Yeah, it was good enough for them back then. What makes
Well,
you special, TJ?
that would be a last resort. And do that. My bottom is sensitive. Okay.
You heard it here first. Sensitive. Yeah, the smashing's always good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I'd be able to handle Bigfoot playing a video game. I'd be laughing too much. We'll start him off slow. We'll do like Mario Brothers or something. He's got to go around with the hammer and smash for the coins. But what would be neat to get a Mario game going where it's Mario Kart. And I can
Right?
see I can see everybody racing, and Bushcraft took the lead. Oh, we just shot TJ with a turtle smurtle.
You guys, me and Bushcraft have been talking about gaming together live on our gaming channels. We're not going to do it on our main channels or anything like that. But that's what I was going to say is a couple of days ago, I told Charlie, that you were playing this game and you'd mentioned you and I going live if I could get the game. Well, first he said, well, how much is it? I said, I don't know. I said, I got to look it up. But anyway, which I still haven't done yet.
Mike can get you a key.
What do you mean?
I didn't pay for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see if they're still doing it.
I could see TJ on 7 Days to Die. Zombies show up, she's just running. Get away from me! Get away from me!
I play 7 Days to Die all the time. I love that game. I just haven't done it on. And by the way, I still haven't put content on my new gaming channel because I cannot get my sound in.
What?
I can't figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong.
It's got to be in your settings.
What are you using to record?
Well, I was StreamYard and OBS, and something's wrong. I don't want to use a headset.
Well, there are some games that I actually have to because the game is so loud that it reverbs. My mic will pick it up, even if I have the game.
That's the problem. I've tested it. I go in, I turn my sound down all the way so that I can't physically hear it.
There's
no sound.
Yeah.
It's not picking it up.
Where are you turning the sound down at?
Well, I play my game on my TV, my actual TV. It's
Yeah.
hooked up to my computer. So I turn my TV down
Oh, okay.
so it's not going through my microphone. And there's no sound, it's not picking up the sound through the system.
Um,
I wonder if you have the settings set for TV only.
well, here, I'll go ahead and share my screen. It pops up. Actually, window. That it? Yeah. You'll see me there. Now you see down here.
Down where?
Middle, bottom.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I see your cursor.
Desktop audio. You notice when you talk,
Yeah,
it goes up. That's the desktop. That's the sound that it will record. So you got to make sure that you go over here and you go to properties and make sure it's set to default, whatever your default sound is.
okay.
So that should play through when you record.
Okay.
And make sure, like, when you're playing a game, that it moves that little thing. And you can see my mic, which is actually probably too high. You can see my mic moving when I talk. You got to make sure when you're playing a game that the desktop one is moving.
I don't even have OBS open right now. Me too, Lake. I want to do that really bad. And there's other games we can play together too. Make a cheat sheet, TJ. I'd have to, y'all. I love to game, but I'm not that freaking great at it. And I use a
Still have
controller.
this.
Nothing wrong with that. I
Oh,
prefer
you
those
can
controllers
change
than the
that.
stick ones. And I can't stand using the mouse. I mean, for building games like Minecraft and stuff, yeah, a mouse is good. But when you're running and shooting, no, you need something better.
Too many buttons on the controller. Oh, no. Try using a keyboard. That's what Bushcraft does. He uses a keyboard when he games, and
Yeah.
you have to remember everything. And I'm like, nope, I can't do this.
Was it S or was it F? I don't remember.
Well,
It's crazy. And you have to do that with one hand, your keyboard, and then use your mouse with your other hand
Yep.
and just constantly go and go and go. I can't do it. What is that?
that's my mouse.
Oh,
See, I have keys on my mouse, so I don't have to worry about pushing buttons on my keyboard. I just use my thumb.
by the way, I had someone on one of my videos ask me what my specs were on my computer. Should I worry about telling people that?
That's a major thing. Everybody has to know when you're gaming. I don't know why. On Twitch, I still have my specs from my old computer, like 2 computers back, and I was streaming a month or so ago over there, and they said, "Boy, your graphics look good for this certain video card." And I said, "That's old. Oh, you should update this. Why would you not update your specs of your computer?" And I think it's got so popular because everybody uses it as a bragging tool instead of just, I don't care. If it works, it works.
Yeah, it works. But I can tell you this, I got room to brag. My husband, when I told him, I said, I need a new computer. I said, but I would like to eventually play games on YouTube. So he got me top of the line gaming computer. There's things on here I do not know how to do. My computer can do everything. I can hook up multiple monitors.
Oh yeah, I have 3 monitors in front of me right now, and sometimes it's not enough. Like I'll have my Streamlabs running over here, and unfortunately, I have just a little slice of that is chat, so I have to go way over here to look at the chat.
That was one of the problems I was trying to explain to Charlie and my sons. They were getting aggravated with me. I said the chat is in a certain spot on your monitor. I said I want it as close to my TV as I can get it, so I just have to move my eyeballs a little bit, to read chats. And when they finally got to see it in action, they were like, "Oh,
yeah." One thing you can do is bring up your browser and then pop out your chat, and then you can move that little window wherever you want.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did. I went and moved my chat over on this window because it was being on the right hand side. I could look at it, but I'm still used to looking over there for chat.
Well, on my monitor, I have 3 things pulled up when I'm gaming. I have StreamYard, OBS, and YouTube. And then on my TV, I just have my game.
Mm-hmm. Now, technically, because I was, it's been a while. There was another lady that I was playing, but we weren't going live or anything. But I told her, I said we could actually technically go live at the same time and do split screens. Now it's a thing, but back then it wasn't. And because I can bring the gaming into StreamYard because I use OBS.
Yeah.
And all I have to do is change the scene, and boom, I have a game playing in my screen instead of this. And I said, that's one way you can split screen and have them both at the same time. But on Twitch, what we used to do when we had multiple people streaming together, there's websites that were called multi-stream, and you would put in your channel, and it would create a page to where everybody was on the same screen. So the viewers would go there instead of Twitch, and they could view everybody, and they could chat with everybody that was playing together. And everybody got the views for it. So if one person was watching 4 people, all 4 people will get the views.
Wow. Okay.
And unfortunately, I haven't found one because I was looking for that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there is one. Yeah, there is actually. It's called Aircast.
So basically, Lakefrog could be cooking while PJ's beating her meat, and they both get to everybody doing watching them. So, yeah.
You're so bad.
I'm not the one of those beating my meat on YouTube. Come on now. Got a little bit more class than that, TJ. Plus, you can get away with it because you're adorable. I wouldn't get away with that. I'd be a perv. And yes, like that was for after. So just to let you know. But all right, we've hit the 2-hour mark, so I can go ahead and cut it on there. I appreciate y'all coming up, making this stream interesting. It is Monday, and I don't feel like I've stepped in it too much now. So we've talked about gaming. We've talked about beating meat, laundry, stalkers. I can't even remember anything else. We've talked about a lot of stuff. So hopefully it helped everybody one way or the other. And if not, go check out Bushcraft and TJ when they go live playing the games. You'd be surprised what comes up while they're doing their gaming
Yep.
on there. Best part I like about it, I can lay on the couch, relax, and watch y'all play on the big screen, and I don't have to strain my eyes with the light from my laptop. So everybody, please have a fantastic day. Tell your loved ones you love them, because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes or 24 hours. And I'll pass it on to TJ and Bushcraft for final words.
That's my word.
Oh, was it read between the lines? No. I'm just
Yeah.
Hasta la vista.
Bye,
There you
bye.